A history of the mobile phone. The first ever mobile phone was actually called the Brick. The breakthrough came in 1947 when Bell Labs created the car phone. This had much better sound quality than the previous phones, and was smaller, too. However, it still required a connection to an operator, and could only make calls within certain regions. The Motorola Dynatag 8000X was the first handheld mobile phone that didn't require a connection to an operator. It was available to the public in 1983 and weighed a hefty 2.5 pounds. By the end of the decade, around 4 million people in the United States alone were using mobile phones. But what happened in the 90s? Well, a lot. In 1991, the first SMS, or text message, was sent by German engineer Neil Papp. He used a computer to send a message "Merry Christmas" to Richard Jarvis from Vodafone. At the time, Jarvis worked as a director of marketing for the company. He received the message on his Orbitel 901, the world's first commercially available GSM mobile phone. The following year, the number of mobile phone users worldwide reached 100 million. And by 1997, there were more mobile phones than people in the US, with 108 million devices in use. This is because people started getting more than one phone for things like their business or their car. And also, as you'll see later on, some of the early mobile phones weren't exactly great at making calls. The first decade of the new millennium saw huge changes in mobile technology, with faster internet speeds and new social media apps. For example, 2004 saw the launch of Facebook, which was originally called FaceMash. And 2 years later, Twitter was created. But let's start with 2G. Unlike 1G, which was just voice-based, 2G supported data transfer. The first 2G network was launched in Finland in 1991, and by 1997, there were 10 million users of the technology. 2G enabled a bunch of new features, including text messaging, MMS messages, mobile web access, and email. You may be wondering how people managed before this. In 2000, the first mass-market smartphone was released. The BlackBerry 850 was a huge success and paved the way for future models like the iPhone and Samsung Galaxy. These devices enabled people to stay connected 24/7. And so we began living life through our phones. In 2007, the first iPhone was introduced and changed the smartphone game forever. It wasn't the first touchscreen phone or the first smartphone with an internet connection, but it did introduce an intuitive interface that was easy to navigate, even for non-techy people. There's no doubt that the iPhone has been one of the most influential pieces of technology in recent history. By this point, mobile phones had gone from being a luxury item to something almost everyone had. And today, around 5.37 billion people have a mobile phone, which is around 2/3 of the global population. And while these are all pretty impressive stats, they're nothing compared to this. Since its introduction, the iPhone has spawned countless copycats, but none have been able to match its success. Today, it remains one of the most popular and iconic tech devices in the world. And now we can move on to 3G. 3G is a set of technologies that enable faster internet speeds on mobile devices. It was first introduced in 2001 and made it possible to download videos and music onto your phone. It also allowed for things like live streaming and video calling. 4G, also known as LTE, was first introduced in 2009. Initially, it was designed to improve broadband internet access. However, it soon became the standard for mobile phone networks. While 4G can deliver speeds of up to 1 gigabit per second, in reality, average speeds are much slower. This is because a number of factors affect the speed of your internet connection, including your location, the number of people using the network at the same time, and the capabilities of your device. Nevertheless, 4G is still significantly faster than 3G, and enables us to do things like stream live TV, play online games, and upload videos to social media in real time. But of course, we want even faster speeds. And so it's on to 5G. 5G is the latest generation of cellular network technology. It provides even faster speeds than 4G and is designed to handle a growing number of internet-connected devices. So you're probably thinking, how much faster is 5G? Well, 5G can download up to 20 gigabits per second. To put into perspective, this is fast enough to download almost 8 gigabyte Steam games every second. Okay, so you've got a 5G phone plan. What does that mean for you? Well, 5G delivers super fast speeds, increased bandwidth, and lower latency. This means that you can do things like stream 4K video without buffering, play online games without lag, and upload large files quickly. And if you don't care about fast downloads, you might be interested to know that 5G uses millimeter wave frequencies. These higher frequencies allow for greater bandwidth and faster speeds. However, they also have a shorter range than the lower frequencies used by 4G. This means that 5G towers need to be closer together, and that 4G towers need to be upgraded in order to support 5G. Although 5G is widely available in many countries, it's not yet as common as 4G. This is because 5G is a relatively new technology, and it will take time for everyone to get used to it. There are also a number of technical challenges associated with implementing 5G, such as the need for new infrastructure and the potential for interference. Despite these challenges, 5G is rapidly evolving and improving. We can expect to see even faster speeds and more reliable connections in the future. If you've watched this far, you're probably wondering where we go from here. Will we eventually have 6, 7, 8G? Well, yes, the International Telecommunications Union has already begun work on 6G, which is expected to be available around 2030. And here's a little secret. They're actually working on 7G at the moment. The goal is always to provide faster speeds and more reliable connections. But what will the future of mobile phones look like? Well, who knows? Maybe we'll be able to download entire movies in a matter of seconds. Or maybe we'll be able to stream live events from anywhere in the world. Whatever the future holds, one thing is for sure, it'll be exciting. Here's another crazy fact. Did you know that before smartphones, people used to carry around a separate device just for taking pictures? It was called a camera, and if you wanted to listen to music, you needed a dedicated music player. And if you wanted to watch a video, you had to find a TV. But now with smartphones, we can do all those things and more, all in the palm of our hands. Smartphones have become the central hub for our digital lives. They're the devices we turn to for news, entertainment, communication, and everything else in between. And it's no wonder why. Smartphones are incredibly powerful and versatile. They have high-resolution screens, advanced cameras, long-lasting batteries, and lightning-fast processors. Plus, with the advent of 5G, we can connect to the internet at blazing-fast speeds and access all the content we want, whenever and wherever we want. Smartphones have also made it easier than ever to stay connected with friends and family. With just a few taps, we can video call someone on the other side of the world, or share photos and videos with our loved ones. We can also use social media apps to stay up to date on what's going on in the world, or connect with others who share our interests. But smartphones aren't just about entertainment and connectivity. They're also incredibly useful tools. With a few simple apps, we can manage our finances, make appointments, learn new skills, and accomplish just about anything we set our minds to. And as artificial intelligence continues to develop, Smartphones are becoming even more powerful and capable. AI assistants like Siri and Alexa can help us with everything from setting reminders to making complex calculations. We can also use AI-powered apps to get personalized recommendations for things like movies, music, and shopping. Overall, it's clear that smartphones have had a profound impact on our lives. They've made it easier than ever to stay connected, entertained, and productive. As technology continues to develop, we can expect smartphones to become even more powerful and versatile. Thank you for watching.